Before we begin, I want you to think about something important. If you slept poorly last night, how much did it slow you down today? A little, a lot, or did it make the entire day feel heavier than it should? For many older adults in America, this has become an unwanted routine. The National Sleep Foundation reports that more than 67% of Americans over 60 wake up at least twice every night. The part that concerns me is that most believe this is normal. They assume it is simply age catching up, and they live with it for years. As a physician who has spent over 30 years caring for older adults, I can tell you the truth. Nighttime waking is not your destiny. It is your body asking for attention. So let me ask you something directly. Do you often find yourself waking at 1 in the morning or 2 or 3, walking to the bathroom half asleep and wishing you could rest without interruption? If that sounds familiar, you are not alone. I see this every day in my clinics in Florida, Texas, and Ohio. And in most cases, the cause comes down to one small mistake. A mistake that can be corrected faster than you think. Stay with me, because at the end of this video I will reveal a simple fruit and a medically guided way to eat it that has helped many of my patients sleep 6 to 7 straight hours again. It may sound almost too simple, yet it works. Before we move on, tell me where you are watching from. I read every comment, and it strengthens our Senior Vitality Path community. Now let us begin. To fix nighttime waking, we must first understand what is happening inside the body after 60. Why many Americans over 60 experience nighttime urination. Nighttime waking is not a personal failure. It is not something you caused. It is the result of natural biological changes that appear as the body ages. Once you understand what those changes are, you can finally begin to improve your nights. One major reason is a decline in a hormone called vasopressin. This hormone tells the kidneys to slow down urine production during sleep. Recent data from national sleep studies shows that adults in later life produce significantly less vasopressin, which means the kidneys continue to work as if it were daytime. Another reason is that the bladder becomes more sensitive. It sends urgent signals even when it is only partially full. Many older adults describe feeling as if the bladder cannot wait anymore. That sensitivity alone is enough to interrupt deep sleep again and again. A third factor is fluid shifting in the body. During the day, many people retain water in their legs. When lying down, that fluid moves back into circulation and the kidneys respond by making more urine. This pattern is extremely common among older Americans who sit for long periods or who do not move as often as they used to. Here is what matters most. Nighttime urination is not simply age catching up. It is a combination of hormonal change, nervous system sensitivity, and circulation patterns. All three can be improved once you know what is happening inside your body. A brief medical reminder. If nighttime waking comes with fever, burning, back pain, rapid weight loss, or significant swelling in the legs, it is important to get evaluated. Understanding the roots of nighttime waking is the first step. Now we can move forward to the solutions that truly help restore peaceful, uninterrupted sleep. 2. Why bananas influence sleep and bladder health. Many people think of a banana as just a simple fruit. But in medicine, we see it very differently. A banana is a natural tool that supports the nervous system, the muscles, and the hormones that guide the body through the night. When you look closely at how it works, you begin to understand why such a common food can create such meaningful change. A banana has a gentle, low-acid profile. That matters because fruits like oranges, pineapple, and grapes can irritate a sensitive bladder. As people age, the bladder lining becomes more fragile. A calm, low-acid food is far less likely to trigger urgency while you sleep. Bananas are also rich in potassium. Potassium helps relax the smooth muscles of the bladder and reduces unnecessary tightening. When those muscles stay relaxed, the body sends fewer false signals. Many older adults describe these false alarms as sudden urges that seem to come out of nowhere. Potassium helps quiet that pattern. The banana also delivers magnesium, a mineral that most Americans lack. Recent national health surveys show that more than 2/3 of older adults are low in magnesium. This mineral calms the nervous system, eases tension in the bladder, and prepares the mind for sleep. When magnesium levels rise, sleep often deepens naturally. Then there is tryptophan. This nutrient helps the brain create serotonin and melatonin. These are the same chemicals that shape the sleep cycle and help keep the night steady and peaceful. It is one of the reasons many people feel calmer after a banana in the early evening. The big picture is simple. A banana is not just nutritious. It acts like a gentle biological support system for sleep. A brief reminder: people with kidney problems should be cautious with potassium. Those living with diabetes should avoid overripe bananas. And green bananas can cause bloating. When used correctly, this ordinary fruit becomes a quiet, steady ally for a better night. 3. How to eat a banana the right way for deep sleep. Many Americans enjoy bananas, yet most eat them at a time when the body cannot use their benefits. When eaten correctly, a banana becomes a simple evening tool that supports sleep, calms the bladder, and steadies the nervous system. Recent nutrition reports show that timing and preparation have a real impact on how the body absorbs key minerals at night. The first step is the schedule. The ideal moment is between 5 and 6 in the evening. This allows the digestive system to settle after dinner and gives the nutrients time to move slowly through the bloodstream. It helps keep the night calm instead of creating sudden changes that disturb sleep. The second step is portion. 1 banana is enough. More can affect blood sugar or overwhelm the body with too much potassium. It is best eaten alone without watery foods, since extra liquid can disrupt the goal of reducing nighttime urgency. Ripeness also plays a role. A banana with a soft yellow color works best. Green bananas can cause discomfort, and overly ripe bananas may raise blood sugar too quickly. Choosing the right ripeness supports smoother digestion and steadier sleep. Room temperature is ideal. Cold foods can trigger bladder tightening, especially for older adults who already feel nighttime urgency. A warm, gentle temperature is easier on the system. For added support, a small handful of almonds can be included. Almonds provide magnesium, a mineral shown in national surveys to be widely lacking among older adults. Magnesium helps relax the nerves and creates a more peaceful transition into the night. The method matters as much as the food. When used with intention, this simple routine becomes an effective sleep support. A brief health reminder: those taking diuretics should time the banana earlier. Those with reflux should avoid very ripe bananas. Anyone using blood pressure medication should be mindful of potassium. Used correctly, the banana 5 p.m. protocol can help create steadier, more restful nights. 4. The evening habits after 7 p.m. that increase nighttime urination. Many older adults follow evening habits that feel comforting, yet these routines quietly push the body toward nighttime waking. When we look at nationwide sleep reports, the same patterns appear again and again. Understanding them helps bring back steadier nights. The first habit is drinking water before bed. It seems responsible, but the body cannot clear that extra fluid in time, which leads to a full bladder only a few hours later. The next issue is green tea or coffee after the late afternoon. Both stimulate the kidneys and the nervous system. Even a small amount can disrupt the balance the body needs at night. High water content fruits add more liquid than the body can manage in the evening. Foods like watermelon, honeydew, and grapes can feel refreshing, yet they send too much fluid into the system too late in the day. Salty dinners increase thirst. When salt draws water out of the cells, the body responds with a stronger urge to drink. People often do not notice how much extra liquid they take in until it begins waking them during the night. Soups and broths also add a large volume of fluid. They may feel soothing, but they create extra work for the bladder when the body should be settling into rest. The positive news is that removing these 5 habits often brings quick improvement. Sleep research across the United States shows that reducing evening fluids can significantly decrease nighttime trips to the bathroom. Let me ask you something. Do you notice a difference on nights when you keep your evenings lighter? That simple awareness can guide meaningful change. A short health reminder: do not restrict water completely. Those with high blood pressure should be cautious with fluid changes. And avoiding water after 7 p.m. applies only to those without advanced kidney conditions. Shifting these habits can create quieter nights and a more rested morning. 5 real stories from patients across the United States. In my years of caring for older adults, I have learned that real change often begins with simple shifts in daily routine. The banana 5 p.m. protocol has brought meaningful results for many people, not because it is magic, but because it supports the body in a gentle and predictable way. These stories reflect what I see in clinics across the country, and they may sound familiar to you. One patient came to me exhausted from waking again and again. He felt his nights slipping away and his days becoming harder to manage. After starting the banana 5 p.m. routine, his nightly trips decreased significantly. Within a short time, He told me he finally felt rested when he opened his eyes in the morning. Another patient felt emotionally drained from living with constant fatigue. She began adding a banana and a few almonds to her early evening. Over the weeks that followed, her sleep became steadier and her mood lifted. She said she felt more like herself, and that one small change gave her a sense of control again. There was also a patient who worried he had a serious kidney issue. In reality, he was simply drinking too much late in the day. Once he adjusted his habits and followed the 5 p.m. approach, his nighttime urgency eased and his fears disappeared. The relief on his face said everything. These stories are not rare. Wellness studies in the United States show that small, consistent adjustments can improve nighttime rest for many older adults. The human body responds strongly to routines that respect its natural rhythm. Let me ask you something. Do any of these experiences sound close to your own nights? If they do, it may be a sign that your body is ready for a gentle shift. Simple steps, when repeated, can bring back the calm nights you have been missing. As we reach the end of this message, I want you to remember one simple truth. Nighttime waking is not an unavoidable part of aging. It is not something you must endure. It is the result of changes in hormones, bladder sensitivity, and daily habits. And the good news is that every one of those factors can be improved with small, steady adjustments. Your body is capable of finding balance again. Your nights can become calmer again. Deep sleep is not a luxury. It is a form of healing. It is a gift you give to your heart, your mind, and your spirit. A good night of rest can change the way you move through the world. It can make your mornings brighter, your days lighter, your relationships stronger. As a doctor, I have seen the difference it makes. As someone who cares about your well-being, I want that for you. So here is my invitation. Try the Banana 5 p.m. protocol for 3 evenings. Give your body the chance to show you what it can do. Pay attention to how you sleep and how you feel when you wake up. You may be surprised by how quickly things begin to shift. If this message speaks to you, type the word hope in the comments. Your one word may encourage someone else who is quietly struggling through long nights of exhaustion. And if you know a friend or a family member who could benefit, share this video with them. Your kindness may help someone regain the peace they have been missing. Make sure to like this video, subscribe, and stay connected with our Senior Vitality Path community. We are here to help you live with strength, clarity, and comfort. And together, we will continue learning the small steps that make a big difference. Let tonight be the beginning of a gentler night and a morning that feels truly yours again.